So the Browns coaching search winding down. Josh McDaniels, the local guy from John Carroll, Canton McKinley, Barberton native, in town in Berea, talking about becoming the Browns head coach. Things getting serious enough that he brought his wife Laura to this meeting with the Browns. Could be an indication that the Browns want to wrap it up and get it done. Could be that both are from Northeast Ohio and just decided to take a little trip home. Time will tell. But again, until Josh McDaniels is in Berea in that press conference saying, I am the head coach of the Cleveland Browns, let's kind of hold off and see exactly how things go. It's been a busy week for the Browns, and they do want to get their head coach in place so they can move on and hire the general manager and get that front office in place. And I mentioned it was a busy week. It started with Jim Schwartz coming in, the defensive coordinator for the Eagles, who actually has been a head coach. Not great record. You see 29-51, was 0-1 in the playoffs as well. He started his career with the Browns, 1993, as a scout on Bill Belichick's staff. The mid-'90s had a number of great football players, or football coaches rather, on Bill Belichick's staff. Now, he's a no-nonsense style, demands accountability from his players. That's obviously why the Browns want him, based on what happened. His defenses featured dominant interior linemen. Every one of his defenses has been... they've had a defensive tackle on every one of his defenses that has earned a trip to the Pro Bowl, and his defenses routinely rank among the best in the NFL. Yesterday, Browns were in Minnesota to interview the Vikings offensive coordinator, Kevin Stefanski. He's only been an offensive coordinator for a year and a half. Very well thought of in NFL circles. A bright guy, played his football at Penn. So you got the Ivy League connection between Stefanski and, of course, Paul DePodesta. Now, he's been on the Vikings offensive staff since 2006, rising through the ranks. He was reportedly the Browns' analytics people's choice in the last head coaching search that garnered us Freddie Kitchens. Yikes. And now it's important to note, Gary Kubiak has been brought in as an assistant head coach and offensive advisor this season. So Stefanski's still calling the plays, but again, has not been an offensive coordinator for more than a year and a half. That kind of scares me, Freddie Kitchens style right there. Let's look at Josh McDaniels. Of course, he is in Berea interviewing with Browns today. Offense coordinator for the New England Patriots. Was the head coach in Denver 2009-2010. 11-17 record. Started off really good as the head coach. Did not finish good. Northeast Ohio native. John Carroll University graduate. 6-time Super Bowl champion coach, the offensive coordinator for Tom Brady. That has a little bit of cachet there. How good have his offenses been? Well, in 2007, the Patriots offense set an NFL record with 75 touchdowns. That's in a season, and 589 points scored. He is viewed as a great offensive mind throughout the NFL. Again, his wife Laura made the trip to Cleveland. Could be a sign that he wants to show Jimmy Haslam he's serious about it. Could also be a sign Josh McDaniels wants some guarantees about length of contract, control, exactly what he is going to need in order to say, yes, I will take the head coaching job of the Cleveland Browns, and then they move on and try to add a piece to it. Also important to note that the Browns earlier last week talked to Eric Bieniemy, offensive coordinator for the Kansas City Chiefs, and Robert Saleh, defensive coordinator for the San Francisco 49ers. Those are in the mix, but it certainly had the feel from the very beginning that Josh McDaniels was the guy Jimmy Haslam wanted, cleaned out the general manager to allow a GM that could be in alignment. The question is, how much control will Jimmy Haslam allow Josh McDaniels to have of the football operations? If he really wants him and is willing to give him control, Josh McDaniels likely will be the head coach of the Cleveland Browns within the next few days.